right now we are going to Carthage, which is 25 kilometers away from Tunisia. It was a Phoenician town, half excavated right now. It even existed 500 years before the Roman took over in 146 BC. So we just got down from our cab and we are right now in Carthage, and right behind me you can see the Mediterranean Sea, but from the other side. Generally we see from Spain. Now we are in Africa and we are still in the Mediterranean.
This is the Archaeological Museum of Carthage. So as we know, Carthage is a city which was founded by the Phoenicians or even the people earlier. But the main power of Carthage was during the time of the Phoenicians. Phoenicians were the people who came from modern day Lebanon and the nearby places. They ruled over here. One of the most powerful kings of Carthage is Hannibal, who intimidated even the Romans during that time. So the Romans, when they grew fearful of the power of Hannibal, they tried to conquer Carthage. And initially, after a succession of the Punic Wars, they finally conquered Carthage around 126 BC. And they destroyed any remaining part of Carthage, and they built their own Roman city above the Carthaginian ruins. So this used to be a Roman road which was built above Carthaginian ruins. So this was a north-south oriented road, and it was called the Ponte Maximus.
We have come to are the parts of Antonius. These are the largest parts outside of Rome. There were aqueducts which used to supply water to these baths. There were separate channels for hot water, cold water, and during those times, these were the places for social gatherings.
As we can see, the baths are situated very close to the sea, and this was like a seaside villa. Most of the Roman villas in Carthage are next to the sea, and this was also like a seaside resort during the Roman times. And there were sweet water chambers, and there were also salt water chambers, which was like a spa. these are the ruins of the port of Carthage, and they were called the Punic ports. So these were original Carthaginian ports, and the Romans built on top of this. So this is the port where the ships used to leave to the Balearic Islands, to Italy, to Greece, and to other places in Europe, even to Spain. And there's a lot of infrastructure around the port, which were probably granaries, and which were probably places where the goods were stored for the customs and for taxation. And as we all know, Carthage used to be a maritime power. So this was a very important place in the Carthaginian history. This is another archaeological site, the amphitheater, and this is not as big as the Colosseum in Rome, but it's big nonetheless. And during Roman times, a lot of gladiator fights used to happen. The gladiators used to fight against other gladiators or even animals, and there's a pit where the animals used to enter the arena from, and this is probably the area where the gladiators used to enter the arena from. And this, like modern day football games or any other sports, this used to be a mass entertainment during those times. Gladiators used to be regarded as celebrities, just like Messi and Ronaldo nowadays. Gladiators were rich, like present day athletes, and as famous as them. And this arena was probably in ruins when it was founded, probably covered by the earth and the mud that you see outside. And most of the arenas that you see nowadays are excavated. So this was probably excavated much later on and founded in the way it is. This was a colony of housing complexes or Roman villas next to the sea, and this was where the rich merchants used to stay during the Roman times. Probably before that the Carthaginians lived here, not sure, but yeah, there is a place where the goods which came from the trading with Sicily, they used to be weighed and they used to be kept. There's a place. And there are colonies over there. There is a crypto portico somewhere here, and yeah, so everything that you needed, every place that you needed to go was very compact, very close. And yeah, since it was a maritime power, it's very close to the sea. This is a part recreation of a Roman villa during the Roman times. And if you see this villa, this was a courtyard and there was water as a decorative item around this courtyard. And the reason is because if you see on these mosaics, even though they look dusty, once you put some water on them, they shine and the vibrant colors come out.
So we have visited almost all the sites of Roman ruins in Carthage, and it was quite convenient with a cab. I mean, that's the best way to travel here in Tunisia. And now we are gonna head to Sidi Bou Said, which is another village nearby. On the hill you have whitewashed houses with a beautiful view of the Mediterranean.
So this is a bambaluni, as they call it in this part of Tunisia. It's like a sugary, very doughy fried donut. It's tasty, it's really nice, and there are many shops which sell this in Sidi Bou Said. So it's good. Very sugary. So Sidi Bou Said is around 2.5 kilometers from Carthage. It's a very small town on top of a small hill, and if you follow the road, it'll take you to the beach below. And it's a fantastic town towards the sunset to enjoy a quiet time. Although it has a lot of tourists and it's bustling over here, but during the evening it winds down. And I can imagine what this place looks like at night. It's very quiet, nice, and peaceful. We are in a cafe which is called Carthage Delices. It has a nice view of the Mediterranean, and it's in Sidi Bou Said. It's a bit touristy, but you cannot miss the view. It's amazing.
Thank you.